Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to study the second module of People Development and Environment. The second module is Human and Environmental Interaction. It includes anthropogenic activities and their impact on environment. Human activities had a significant impact on environment since the beginning of time. The relationship between human beings and environment is dynamic and complex. We know that human beings and their interaction with the environment is very complex. Anthropogenic activities such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change are some of the major ways in which human beings have impacted the environment. One of the major impact of human beings on environment are deforestation, pollution, and climate control, etc. Next one is human and environmental interaction and anthropogenic activities and their impact on environment. Environment and human beings are interrelated. We know that they are interrelated. The environment gives us food, water, fuel, medicines, building materials, etc. Environment gives us food, water, building materials like wood, medicine, fuel, etc. So, science and technology have advanced, and because of what we have benefited a lot, but they also introduced pollution and damage in the environment. We know that science and technology has developed rapidly, but it also has a negative impact on environment. The impact of this is also on human beings, like health related issues and socio-economic development. This will also affect our health related issues and socio-economic development. Human and environmental interaction. Anthropogenic activities refers to the human activities that directly or indirectly affect environment. Anthropogenic activities means that was the direct or indirect human activities that affects environment. These activities have increased the intensity and scale, leading to the significant environmental impact. If these activities continuously increasing, it has a major impact on natural environment. Types of anthropogenic activities. First one is agriculture. Agriculture is essential for food production and is one of the oldest human activity. We know that agriculture is essential for our food production. However, modern farming practices have resulted in significant environmental impacts such as deforestation, soil degradation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emission. Modern agricultural activities using so many pesticides, insecticides has an impact on deforestation, soil degradation, water pollution, greenhouse gas emission, etc. Second one is energy production. Energy production is crucial for powering industries, transportation, and household. Energy production is important for powering industries. For industries, energy production is important. For transportation, energy is important. And for household activities, we need energy. However, fossil fuel combustion, the primary source of energy, has led to air pollution, climate change, and ocean acidification. Using more and more fossil fuel leads to air pollution, climate change, and ocean acidification. Next one is transportation. Transportation is essential for mobility. We know that transportation is essential for mobility, but it also has a significant source of air pollution and greenhouse gas emission. We know that so many polluted vehicles entering the road. We have to face so many pollutions, air pollutions, and we will feel headache and other vomiting tendency due to this breathing of this polluted air. The use of vehicles powered by fossil fuels contributes significant to the accumulation of atmospheric pollutants. The more and more use of fossil fuels leads to pollution in the environment. Next one is construction. Construction is necessary for urban development. Construction is necessary for urban development, but can also result in environmental impacts such as land degradation, deforestation, and habitat fragmentation. We know that for construction activities, we cut more and more trees, and land degradation, convert agricultural land to industrialized or other construction activities. Fifth one is industrial activities. Industrial activities such as manufacturing and mining are crucial for economic growth, but they also contribute to water and air pollution, soil degradation, and habitat destruction. Industrial activities is crucial for economic development and economic growth, but it also has a negative impact on environment like water pollution, air pollution, soil degradation, habitat destruction, etc. Sixth one is waste management. Waste management involves the collection and transportation of disposal of waste. Poorly managed waste can result in environmental impacts such as soil and water pollution, air pollution, greenhouse gas emission, etc. Inefficient management of waste also leads to environmental problems like air pollution, soil pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, etc. Next one is anthropogenic activities and their impact on environment. First one is deforestation. Deforestation is one of the most significant anthropogenic activity that had a negative impact on environment. Trees play a vital role in regulating earth climate, absorbing carbon dioxide from atmosphere and producing oxygen. Earth plays a major role in absorbing CO2 and giving oxygen. This increase in CO2 is a major contributor of global warming. If we cut more and more trees, increasing CO2 in the atmosphere, it has leads to significant negative impact on environment. Deforestation is also leading to loss of habitat of many plants and animals. Deforestation is cutting off trees. It leads to loss of habitat of many plants and animals. Through this, decline in biodiversity happens. This loss of biodiversity has a ripple effect on environment, and it disrupts the delicate balance of ecosystem. If we cut more and more trees, it will damage the biodiversity and it will negatively impact the ecosystem. Next, second one is pollution. Pollution is the another major anthropogenic activity that having significant impact on environment. Pollution has many forms. We know that pollution is one of the major anthropogenic activity that negatively affects environment. First one is air pollution. For example, it caused by burning of fossil fuels, which releases CO2 and other pollutants into the atmosphere. We know that through burning of fossil fuels, so much CO2 is released into the atmosphere. So it leads to pollution. This leads to an increase in global temperature and climate change. This leads to increase in global temperature and climate change. Second one is water pollution. Water pollution is caused by dumping of chemicals and waste into waterways. It is through dumping of chemicals into the waterways. This has a devastating impact on marine life and leads to loss of so much aquatic species. Through dumping of chemicals into the water, this negatively impacts on marine life and loss of marine biodiversity, and it leads to death of so much aquatic animals, etc. Third one is soil pollution, which is caused by the use of pesticides and other chemicals in agriculture, has also significant impact on environment, leading to loss of fertile soil and destruction of ecosystem. In soil pollution, it is due to more and more use of pesticide and insecticides and other chemicals in agriculture land. This leads to land became more and more infertile. Losing of fertile land and disruption of ecosystem happens. Third one is climate change. Climate change is a major anthropogenic activity. Climate change causes by increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, where traps heat and causes global temperature to rise. If climate change happens due to if climate changes happen due to the dumping of waste, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, etc., and deforestation, etc., it will increases more and more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. It leads to global warming. The rise in temperature has led to melting of glaciers, rising sea levels, and increasing extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, floods, etc. Increasing global temperature leads to melting of glaciers. Next one was rising ocean temperature, ocean water level, increasing extreme weather events like flood, drought, hurricanes, etc. Fourth one is soil degradation. Soil degradation is the loss of soil productivity and quality due to human activities such as agriculture and deforestation. Soil degradation means decline the quality of land due to human activities such as agriculture and deforestation. Soil degradation can lead to reduce agricultural productivity, soil erosion and desertification. Soil degradation leads to reduction in the agricultural productivity, soil erosion and desertification. Next was loss of biodiversity. Anthropogenic activities have contributed the loss of biodiversity through habitat destruction, pollution and over-exploitation of resources. If human activities more, it was lead to loss of biodiversity, habitat loss, and it increases pollution and over-exploitation of natural resources. The loss of biodiversity can lead to imbalance in the ecosystem and negatively impact the services that they provide. It leads to imbalance in the ecosystem and the services provided by the ecosystem will damage. Sixth one is overpopulation. As the human population contributes to the growth, there is an increase in demand for resources such as food, water and energy. Overpopulation leads to depletion of natural resources like water, energy, food, etc. This demand is leading to depletion of natural resources, which is having a negative impact on environment. Overpopulation also leads to the loss of habitat for many plants and animals. You know that resources are scarce. So overpopulation leads to habitat loss in many plants and animal species. This loss of habitat is contributing to the decline of biodiversity and destruction of ecosystem. The loss of habitat leads to decline in the biodiversity because humans are enriching more and more forest and agriculture areas. This leads to decline in the biodiversity of plants and animals. This leads to decline in biodiversity and destruction of ecosystem. Seventh one is unsustainable resource use. Sustainable resource use means we are not efficiently utilizing that resources. This leads to depletion in the natural resources. It has a negative impact on environment. Next one is mitigation measures for anthropogenic activities. Mitigation measures means the strategies we need to take to reduce its environmental impact. First one is alternative energy sources. Use more wind, solar and hydropower energy rather than fossil fuels. This leads to this will reduce the negative impact on environment. Second one is sustainable agriculture. Organic farming and agroforestry can reduce environmental impact on agriculture. Using more and more organic farming and agroforestry. Third one is green transportation. Use more electric cars, bicycle, public transportations to reduce pollution and greenhouse gas emission from the transportation sector. Fourth one is waste reduction and recycling. Reduce the impact on environment. We know that waste reduction and recycling has a positive impact on environment. Fifth one is ecosystem conservation. It helps to preserving biodiversity and services such as providing carbon sequestration, water filtration, etc. Conserve our environment. We need to take measures to conserve environment. Through this, we can reduce the negative impact on environment and we can ensure the services provided like carbon sequestration, water filtration, etc. This is the complete explanation of second module of people development and environment. If you found this section helpful in any way, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.